Somebody asked what was the hardest event to make.
The hardest event to make?
I don't know if we're the right people to be answering that, really.
Well, I mean, I can kind of answer from like a building and like modeling perspective, but I actually don't know. It might be Sweet Retreat, but it was also one of the more fun ones to work on. So I don't know. Like a lot of the events have their own challenges, so it's not necessarily that there was one that was like the hardest. There's quite a few easier ones, definitely, but Sweet Retreat did require quite a bit. There was the mini games that had to be worked on for that, and then there was a lot of designs because I think that was one of our first events where we just had only events in it, right? So we had to do entirely new Loomians to fill out an entire like route, basically. On top of that, we had to build the entire area. So yeah, I'd say Sweet Retreat was actually probably up there for one of the more time intensive. I don't know if difficult's the right word, but it definitely took a lot to get that one off the ground. Once it was out, though, it was a lot easier to maintain. Like, that was not as bad as some people might think it was.
Yeah, I think it's whenever we try and like implement a new idea, like the first Halloween event that we did, because it's like building an entire area. Like, I think repeats of the events are obviously a lot more manageable and easier to do.
Yes, yeah. Repeats are way easier to handle because a lot of the work is already done. Yes, there's still some stuff that needs to be done, but it's not as bad as like when we first initially make a new event. So yeah, what I was saying about Sweet Retreat applied to when it first came out, not our second release of it. The second release of it was a lot easier.